Sarphie, and welcome back to Sarphdog ASMR. So before I begin today's video, remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And also check out my social media down in the description below. But yeah, so as you can see, my grandma is here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Judy White. I'm Andrew's grandma. I live in Ohio. And that's about it.
Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to start off by just asking some questions. And then maybe do a tour of her backyard. So yeah, does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright, the first question that we have is, where did you grow up and what were your favorite and least favorite things to do growing up?
I was born in Illinois, and we moved to Wisconsin when I was 10, and I lived on a dairy farm. And I didn't like chores, which I had to do a lot of on a farm. I milked cows for a while when my older brothers left. And I didn't especially like that because I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning. And then I suppose my favorite thing to do was to go to town or to go to a park or things like that, because we lived way out in the country and I didn't get to go to town that much. Sometimes I rode a horse. That was fun. My brother had a horse.
What was his name?
Her. It was Nellie.
Nellie?
Nellie. Yeah. Yeah. And I like to go to dances as I got a little older. I loved to dance.
Were you good at dancing?
I guess. In high school we had like sock hops, but I lived in a small town, so on the weekends they'd always have a wedding dance, which was open to everybody. It didn't matter whose wedding it was, and there they had an orchestra, so we danced differently there. But that was one of my favorite things to do, was to go to dances.
Wow, I didn't know that you danced. Alright. The next question is, what place that you've lived or visited has been your favorite?
My most favorite place to live was in Homestead Falls, Ohio, which we moved there when my children were 2 and 3, and I liked it there. But then when trying to think, yeah, and we stayed there for I lived there for 39 years, so we raised our children there, and they went to school there, and we just had a lot of fun when the kids were growing up. We liked to go on vacations and things like that. I guess that's about it.
Did you have a place that you visited that you especially liked on one of the vacations?
Yeah, we used to go to the beach a lot because my husband John loved going to the beach. We went to Virginia Beach, we went to Daytona Beach. We took the kids to California, went to those beaches. When he worked there, we would go with him sometimes if it was during vacation from school. And another place that I really liked was England. I spent about 8 or 9 weeks at different times there with my husband John when he was
question is, how did you meet him?
We met.
Wait, before you answer, sorry. Let's tap on some things. Yeah, we got some ASMR triggers. Yeah, just, you can pick it up and put it close to the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and use your nails. Yeah, that's good. And just answer while you tap.
Okay. We met at a place where you go to dance in Madison, Wisconsin. And we met there and we started dating and we got married in 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, we only knew each other 4 months.
How did he propose?
He didn't make a big affair of it. I mean, it was just us. He asked me to marry him.
4
I
months?
said
Wow.
yes. Yeah. It was probably only 3 months when he asked me to marry him.
Did you know that you wanted to marry him right away?
Yes. It was love at first sight, I think. And that just grew over the years. It was a great marriage. We have 2 daughters, and now I have 3 grandsons. It's just been the joy of my life since he passed away. It was really good that I had the babies to pay, to have in my life to make it easier for me.
The next question is, who were some of your friends and some fun memories with them? Either now or when you were a kid.
Well, I had a good friend that I moved away after I graduated from school with to Madison, Wisconsin. And then another good friend from one of my other high schools that I attended. I went to 3 different ones. And her, and then as I grew older, I met my friend Sue, who I loved like a sister. She passed away 2 years ago, and I have other friends and lots of relatives because both me and my husband came from big families. The older ladies that I became friends with when I was about in my 50s, late 50s, we had formed a card group, and every week we went to lunch and played cards, so we got to be pretty close friends, all 6 of us. I certainly remember them. There's 3 of them left. That's all. So, that's what happens when you get old. You lose your friends and your family.
That is sad. Okay, what is one lesson that you've learned throughout your life?
Just to try to be nice to people. Everybody's different. And just love people and love your family. But you know that sometimes things come up that and maybe people in your life don't want to change, and you can't help somebody if they won't help themselves. I know I've found that to be true. But just be nice to people.
That's a good one. And then the last question is, what is one hope that you have for your children and grandchildren?
I just hope they're safe and healthy and that they have happy lives. Good life like I had from the time I married my husband. My childhood was not all that wonderful. Spoke, of course, there were 13 kids in our
say something?
That's okay.
Do you see how people find this ASMR thing very relaxing? Or do you think it's a bit odd?
It's a bit odd. I could listen to it for a little while, but I wouldn't want to listen to it for a long term.
Well, that's okay.
It could be relaxing, depending on what the subject is, I guess.
Well, hopefully you guys found it very relaxing. And now we're going to do a tour of her garden. So yeah.
Okay, now I would like to show you what I do with my spare time. I love flowers, so I spend a lot of time outside in my garden. This is my back garden. This is one of my favorite flowers. I can see it from my kitchen all the time. It's a begonia. And then there's different things blooming at different times. And then as we move around, this is a bush that had flowers on it. It doesn't now, but it's actually 2 bushes. And I trimmed it to look like a heart. Since it was kind of boring after the flowers fell off. And next we have, that's a hydrangea, which is one of my favorites. I dry them and use them as dried bouquets in the wintertime and make wreaths out of them. And this little ball up there was a gift from my late sister. It lights up at night and it's really beautiful. It looks like stained glass. And over there is another hydrangea. It's a white one though. Those will also dry. And then I have this, is a rose of Sharon. It just started blooming last week and it'll bloom for a month or 2. There's so many flowers on it. And then I have some pots of flowers, but I just cut them back because they die. They get long and stringy, so I cut them off and then they come back nice again. I like to listen and watch the birds, so I have a couple of bird baths back here. And then this side over here is mine also, which I have a lot of roses over here. Another hydrangea, another bird bath that lights up at night. And I like this one here is just starting to bloom. It'll be full of these great big saucer-sized sail flowers in a few days. It's called a hardy hibiscus. And then over here I have two more hydrangeas. And on the tree is a geranium. And those are called calabrachia, but I trimmed those off again too, so they'll come back out. And then these two flowers here, my daughter Jill got me those for Mother's Day, so I put them right here. I trimmed them out a little bit too, so they'll come back fuller. And this is another begonia, but it's all yellow, unlike the one in the back, which is 3 colors. And that's how I spend my spare time in the summer, so I don't really mind staying home. Last year wasn't too bad for me because I had plenty to do outside. So, thank you very much, and that's